Hi, my name is Bill Desatel. I'm the owner of Remax North Professionals, and I want to give you a weekly update of what's going on in single-family home sales here in Chittenden County. This past week, which of course was Thanksgiving week, we saw 11 new homes come on the market, and it's very typical this time of year that we see a bit of a slowdown, but there are now 11 new homes brought to the market, and that brings the total in Chittenden County to 564 homes currently for sale. In addition to that, 14 single-family homes went on deposit last week, so we're still seeing a decent amount of activity despite the holiday season. And last but not least is the fact that there were 11 closings last week for single families here in Chittenden County, which indicates that we are still seeing a decent sales volume, and that's good to see. Now, as you know, during the holiday season we do see a bit of a slowdown, and that's not unusual, but that's usually during the primary weeks, such as the Christmas week and also Thanksgiving week. We do expect sales volume to pick up over the next 2 to 3 weeks prior to the actual holiday season, or the peak of the holiday season. Now, one thing I'd like to touch on is a recent Internet and Wall Street Journal report indicating that Burlington is the #1 real estate place to be right now, in that they claim that in September, prices went up in the greater Burlington area by 18%. Now, you really need to read between the lines. The reality is that prices have not gone up in Burlington. In fact, they've remained rather flat. What happened was, back in the springtime when the $8,000 tax credit was around, we saw that the buyers were swooping into the first-time buyer market and took a lot of inventory away, but they bought at the lower price points. Well, those buyers are no longer out there in the same quantity that we saw in the springtime, and so the majority of the folks buying today are people that are moving up in price ranges. It's their second home or their third home, if you will. So naturally, the average sales price is dramatically up because those first-time buyers who are buying it primarily in the lower price points aren't in the market nearly as heavy as they were in the springtime. So the truth of the matter is that dollar per square foot, which is something I look at religiously because I think that's a great indicator as to what's going on with values. The dollar per square foot here in Chittenden County has remained flat throughout 2010. So read between the lines, don't take the word of the Wall Street Journal experts. There really wasn't an 18% increase in sales price. It sounds great, but it wasn't the truth. So, read between the lines, as I said. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll be in touch with you next week.